This is the part where I read you a made-up letter from a made-up person in an attempt to amuse you. Tonight's letter comes from an anonymous author identifying themselves as a woke, non-binary, millennial social justice champion, who writes, Dear Mr. Cranium, let me first point out that your very presence on YouTube is deeply offensive. The anxiety that your melancholy show produces forces me to journal for at least 3 hours each day. I am thrust into one of your enlightenless rants. I then have to meditate for an hour before going to Starbucks, where my friends and I deconstruct your appearance, your personality, your lack of care of poor, unwed, immigrant, motherless children, and how your very presence is insulting to vegans. Then, after going back to my 2-bedroom apartment over my parents' garage, having my nightly cleansing avocado shake, 2 slices of avocado toast, and half a Godiva avocado chocolate bar, while listening to my racially sensitive noise machine, I am able to relax and purify my mind of your racist ramblings and ignorance of the plight of real people like myself. The very tenor of your voice is an affront to the social plight of millions, nay, billions of individuals who are finding their own light in the newly realized power of TikTok wokeness. The very fact that you chose to be born white shows how little you care about our black brothers and sisters who have long fought to establish equality against the very thing your skin represents. Being a former Caucasian myself, I cannot truly understand why you have not rid yourself of your biological tone and joined the rest of the former Caucasians by using these skin toner tubes that have helped to change our natural color from pasty white to luscious brown. You need to be purged from our culture and removed as soon as possible. And so, the power invested in me by Twitter, I pronounce you canceled as an enemy of the real hardworking people of America like myself, who grew up in an upper middle class home, went to college and received a bachelor's degree in sociology with a minor in racial inequities of the 17th century West Indies, now works at a small startup that is producing a world-changing app that measures how many steps you take when you walk your rescued iguana. To repeat, Mr. Cranium, you are cancelled. Signed, nay, dictated by a woke, non-binary millennial social justice champion. Well, Mr. or Miss woke, non-binary millennial social justice champion, let me make 2 simple points. 1. Your threat to cancel me would hold much more weight if people were actually watching this show. So I'm afraid you have to find some other non-violent course of action on that front. Secondly, to be frank, you yourself are a fiction. This is what we call a parody, a play of mischief, a fictional form of entertainment that uses satire, bad jokes, and a horribly confused accent to kill precious time for stress relief. That you take any of this serious is for me the real joke. Ha, ha. My suggestion to you is to take a good look at yourself and ask the real question that you have yet to answer. If you have the degrees you have, why are you wasting time working for a company to build an app that doesn't change the injustices of the real world? That to me would make a little more sense considering the core of your clientele is rather small. But I do congratulate you on your reaching out to our show and appreciate the effort it took to type out the letter on your iPhone. After we corrected the dozens of mechanical mistakes your phone did not catch and removed the confusing and repeated use of the word ducking, we were able to read it so it made sense. Good on you and your lack of grammatical awareness. It demonstrates how you value your own wokeness.